Welcome to your yoga practice, to our yoga practice this Saturday morning. And we'll begin by finding a tall spine, as we normally do, that upright spine. Getting centered, present to what is happening right now, welcoming it all. Sitting bones connect you to earth. The crown lengthening upwards, creating that relationship to the sky. We soften shoulders away from ears, toning the lower abdominals. The heart space is open. The eyes softly close, and clenching jaw, let the tongue be at ease. You can rest the hands comfortably on your legs, palms up or down. Try joining pointer fingers and thumbs lightly together for the gesture of wisdom, Dhyana Mudra. And begin paying attention to the breath. Air coming in through the nose, creating that expansion in the rib cage, the upper belly, the upper back. Contracting low belly slightly, exhaling all air out, empty. And just notice your own rhythm. The breath can be a great tool, as we know, to calm the mind from repetitive thinking, cycles of repeating stories over and over again. So with the attention on the breath, we can pull the mind away from those stories just for a moment. And whenever we catch ourselves back to the stories, back to planning, to remembering, to figuring things out, we come back to the observation of the breath. And here in the present moment is where the yoga practice takes place. This week, and particularly tomorrow, is a very auspicious day in the yoga tradition. Tomorrow, the 27th of February this year, it changes every year in the calendar year, but this year falls tomorrow on the 27th of February, and it's Maha Shivaratri. So Shivaratri translates as the nights of Shiva. Shiva being the auspicious one, Shiva being the Adi Guru, the primordial yogi. And every month there's a Shivaratri, which is this period of the darkest moon. So it's right before the new moon appears in the sky. So we can barely see the moon, the darkest nights. And those nights are called the Shivaratri, the nights of Shiva. And in February, in the northern hemisphere, due to planetary alignment, is the darkest of the nights, the darkest of all. So that's why they celebrate Maha Shivaratri, the great night of Shiva, in February. So we'll take a moment to tune into that energy, this consciousness of Shiva, Shiva representing consciousness itself, from which everything comes from, to which everything will go back to. So this is a period for spiritual practices. It really supports your ability to see truth. The mind tends to be weakest in those nights, meaning that it is easier to connect to the higher intelligence and to not be so caught up in the stories. So to help connect to the energy of Shiva, we're going to chant a very simple mantra, OM Namah Shivaya. OM Namah Shivaya. We'll repeat it 108 times. So if you have a japamala that you want to use, you can take your japamala now. But if you don't have, I will show you how to do 108 repetitions, how to count 108 without using a japamala. Okay, so the left hand can be in Dhyana Mudra. You can rest it on your leg. And with the right hand, we're going to count. See, in the phalanges, there's 3 in each finger. The thumb is going to touch the first one here at the bottom of the pointer finger, and then the second one, and then the third one. And this is 3 repetitions. And then you go to the middle finger, first phalange, second phalange, and third, and that's 6 repetitions. And then again, 1, 2, 3, that's 9, 1, 2, 3, that's 12. Okay, so once you do 12 and you've counted 1 over here, you can go, starting at the bottom, you can go to the second one. So you know you're going to do another round of 12. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you get to the third finger here, and you know it's 9, then you know that you've done 108 because you've done 12 times 9. Okay, if this is too much information, don't worry about it because I'll be the one counting. But just so you know, you could do this count without having a japamala. Okay, so let's begin. Just repeat Om Namah Shivaya and see how that helps to clear, focus the mind and connect to Shiva energy. Okay, closing the eyes, stay tall. Deep breath in, exhaling all air out. Inhale. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Let the vibrations of the mantra settle into your system, awakening to the experience of Shiva, of pure consciousness, undivided awareness. Remembering that we are a microcosm of that consciousness. With the inhalation, circle the arms and lift them up by the head. Exhale, hands together through the center line, down towards the navel. Circle again, breathing in, arms lift. Breathe out, hands together, lower down as you get taller. Couple more. Circle, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, arms out, reach up, breathing in. Breathe out, hands at the heart space. Coming back to a sankalpa you might be working with. Perhaps a new resolve, a new intention you are setting right now during this auspicious time. What do you want to attract? What kind of energy do you want to cultivate? Plant the seed. Let's chant Om together. Deep breath in. Om. Rub the palms, creating heat, fire, transformation, purification. And then bring this warmth to cup your eyes, cleansing our ability to see truth. And slide the hands down the face, bringing down behind the neck, massaging the neck and shoulders. And we'll come to meet in child's pose, Balasana. Sit back onto the heels, lengthening back muscles. Good morning, Trixie and Barb. Welcome. So continue to pay attention to your breath. Observing that constant expansion and retraction, pulsation of life. And after exhaling completely, come forward onto the hands and knees, curl the toes for downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Move around, stretching out your legs, your back, your hips. Waking up to the experience of being in the body right now. The mantra we just evoked represents the 5 elements, the 5 syllables of OM Namah Shivaya. So Nama and Shivaya, 5 syllables there, and they represent the 5 elements. Once again, bringing our awareness to the fact that we are a representation of the whole. We're a little piece of the whole, and therefore we are perfect. Anything that comes from the perfect remains perfect in essence. Come forward into plank pose. Hold here, nice and strong, pressing inner heels back, chest forward, navel towards spine. Take one more breath here. And exhale, knees come down, and remove the hips in circles. So as you move around, be aware of that first layer of the being according to the Kosha model, the Kosha system. That's Annamaya Kosha. That's our physical body, the food body. Start the purification of this physical structure through the movements, the conscious breathing. Go the opposite way, releasing unnecessary tension. Bringing mobility and more juiciness to the joints, hips, shoulders, specifically here. And then we can pause back in center, bringing hands underneath the shoulders, fist if you like to give your wrists a break, knees a little closer together, extend your right leg back, inhale, chest forward. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, leg back, look ahead, shoulders down. Exhale, round. Inhale, open heart, front of the body. Exhale, stretch the back of the body. Keep going, inhale. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, leg straight back. Exhale, knee comes in. And lower the knee down to switch legs. Left leg straight back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale. So synchronizing breath and movement. Aware of the second layer, the vital layer, Pranamaya Kosha. Be aware of the life force moving through you, all your vital functions, specifically the breath. And when you finish the exhalation with the knee towards nose, lower your knee back down. Extend your right leg back. Once again, flex your foot this time. Extend your left arm forward. Contain the low ribs, fullness into your low back. Stay here, nice and steady with the hips equally high up. And then from here, can you bend your right knee, heel towards sky, 90-degree angle in the knee. Now, pump your heel upward a few times. Upward, upward. Notice the glutes working. Stay here. Try to not let your left hip stick out to the left. Okay, very important here. Keep your left hip above your left knee. And after a few pumpings with this right heel reaching upward, you can pause, re-extend that leg, point your foot now, and make tiny circles with your right foot in the air. Stay here. And again, don't let your left hip stick out. Super, super important. Feel the heat you're building from the inside out, the purification, and go the other way. Very nice. Pause here. And then lower down hand and knee. Let's try the other side. So we begin by extending the left leg back, flexing the foot, right arm forward. Notice the hips equally high up. Get stable here. And then bend the left knee, heel upward. We're starting with the pumps. The right hip does not stick out to the right. Notice the glutes working on the left side especially. And after a few of these pumps, you can re-extend the leg, pause here, point your foot and make little circles. Little circles with the foot. Right hip does not stick out to the right. And then go the opposite way. Keep your leg as straight as possible. Pause, take a deep breath in. Lower down hand and knee. Extension of your right leg, toes on the floor, left foot outside the mat, turn your body right, reach the arm up and overhead. So determination, that heat of tapas within, of discipline to purify the mind, the body, the whole system. Know that you're being supported by the energy of Shivaratri, millions of people currently doing the most difficult, auspicious practices, aiming for spiritual evolution. One more breath, fullness into the low back. Gazing down, lower hand, lower knee, resets. From tabletop, cat and cow, lift the chest, lift the chin, inhale, arcing spine. Exhale, round the back, chin towards chest. Inhale, lifting up the heart space. Exhale, so present in the body. Couple more, aware of Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha. Exhale. Come to neutral. Extend your left leg back, toes on the floor, right foot outside the mat. Turn the body, left arm reaches up and over. Stretching the left side, pressing down the outer foot. Aware of the breath. Purifying, releasing what is stale, no longer aligned with your current level of awareness. One more breath. Gazing down, lower hand, lower knee, sit back, child's pose. A full breath in, and a slow breath out. Inhale forward onto the hands, move your chest past fingers, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana with the arms. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, extend your arms if you can, navel in. Downward dog, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, fullness, more clarity into the mind. Exhale, breathe out any mental clutter. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Stay upside down, Uttanasana. Hold on to elbows or forearms. If you always hold the same way, switch it up today. You can stay still or move around. So Shiva is stillness, is the ground of being. And tomorrow, night, Maha Shivaratri also represents the celebration of the marriage of Shiva and Shakti, because Shiva needs Shakti to experience itself, to take form. So Shakti is the creative power, right? You can also bring awareness to that great alchemy, that great marriage of Shiva and Shakti. Celebrate their anniversary tomorrow. Shakti in the form of Parvati, specifically tomorrow. That's the celebration of the marriage of Shiva and Parvati. One more breath. Exhale, bending the knees. Release your hands. Roll up the spine. Coming into Tadasana, mountain, shoulders up, back and down. Spread the toes, join the palms, and lift your heels up in the air. Press the big toes down, and as you soften the gaze, notice your mind connecting to the space between the eyebrows. Manomaya Kosha is the third layer. It's the ego mind, the one that holds the stories, the ones that identifies. In Shiva's image, we can often see a moon here in the third eye. The moon is connected to the mind. And in the dark moon, like I said, the darkness take over and we can barely see the moon. So the mind, the moon, is weakened. And then we can connect to the higher mind, to Vijnana Maya Kosha, that intelligence, innate intelligence in all of us. One more breath. And slowly, heels come down. Inhale fully. Ground down. Exhale completely. Circle the arms. Inhale, reach up. Bow down. Exhale, Uttanasana. Walk into a plank. Inhale. Lower halfway or all the way to ground. Exhale. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice if the mind is going places, and gently guide it back home to this moment, to the present. Inhale, lift up the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead and step or hop, flattening the back, breathing in. Folding over legs, breathing out, bend the knees and roll up. Circle arms, reach high. Exhale, namaskar. Inhale, circle to lift. Bow down, uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, long spine forward. Hands down, step or hop back, bend the elbows, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, lift the heart, navel in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once again, awareness to the third eye. The ego mind, that is not bad. It's very important. It gives us structure, capacity for discernment, to live in this world, to know what's right, what's wrong. But sometimes it gets us too caught up in the shoulds, in the woulds, in the over thinking place that doesn't allow us to experience union and the great truth. Inhale, lifting up the heels. Exhale, bending knees, look ahead, step or hop, flat back, inhale. Fold down, exhale, bend knees, roll up, circle, inhale, reach. Exhale, namaskar. From the heart, reach up, inhale. Reach forward with control, fold over legs. Right foot back, knee to floor, inhale, raise the arms up. Stay here, exhale, bend your right elbow, tuck it in. Leaning over to the left, you're welcome to bind if you like, reaching left arm down. Send the head back into the arm. That left outer hip stays down, so no jamming of the waist of the low back on the left side. One more breath. Inhale, return to center, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Curl the back toes, extend the leg, find stability. Interlace hands behind the hips with the left outer hip back. Lift the torso upright. Pause here for a moment, bend the back knee. Fullness into the low back, containment of the low ribs, opening of the heart. And then from here, extend the leg, back leg, placing your heel down, humble warrior, chest up. Shoulder forward to the inside of the left knee. Lengthen the waist on the left side as you release your head down and extend the arms up. Pressing into the back foot. Give this your full presence, your commitment to being here in the now. One more breath. With the inhalation, chest reaches forward, hands to earth. Come to the ball of the back foot. Right hand stays down, left hand to hip. Opening up the heart forward as you twist to the left. Left arm can extend up. Adjust as needed. You can lower the back knee. You can walk your left foot out. Shoulder heads roll back. Neck is long. One more breath here. Lengthen from tailbone to crown, opposite directions. Exhale, left hand down. Walk your hands over to the right edge of the mat, feet parallel, legs straight, and fold between your legs, top of the head down. Walk your hands between your legs. The thumbs point out. And then your palms towards the floor. You walk your fingers as far away as you can. So torso as perpendicular to the earth as possible. Space around the neck, no tension. Just hold here. Aware of your breath. Aware of the mind. The awareness is Shiva. Pure awareness. Unmanifest. One more breath. Walk your hands back towards your face. Reach your chest forward. Walk the hands forward a little more. Back to the front of the mat, into lunge. Bend the front knee. Step into plank. Inhale. Both knees down. Sit back. Child's pose on the exhale. Come on up onto your knees, please. If your knees are sensitive, pad them with a blanket, a towel, or fold your mat. And then take your hands to the back of the pelvis. The thumbs can be placed on the dimples here as side joints. Elbows close to each other. You can curl the toes or keep your toes flexed, but I suggest curling them for the first round. Navel in, press your pelvis forward, lift up the heart, keep your neck nice and long. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Opening up the front of the body. creating heat of transformation, of purification. One more breath here. Stay as you exhale. And then lift the top of the head back up. Uncurl the toes to sit back onto your heels. And come into child's pose just briefly. Forward onto the hands. Inhale. Chest forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga arms. Lift the heart, Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Bend the knees. Reach your arms forward by the head. And lift up the chest. The hands will lead the way. We're coming slowly all the way up, arcing the spine. And then we lower the arms down by the waist. Same thing again. Inhale, arms forward and up, navel in. Forward and down. Exhale with control. Now is the left foot going back, knee to earth. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. Exhale here. You can bend your left elbow, tuck it in. Right arm could reach out and under for the bind. And we lean over to the right without jamming the waist. Let the breath slow down. Feel the heat within as we continue that purification of our system, the physical body, the vital body, the mental body. Just one more breath. Return to center, extend the arms up, inhale, exhale, hands down. Curl the back toe, straighten the leg, interlace hands with the opposite thumb on the outside. And as you extend the arms, right hip back, leave the torso upright, bend the back knee, contain the low ribs, feel the heat. And as you re-straighten the back leg, place your heel down, toes turn out, humble warrior, chest up, forward and down. Exhale, right shoulder inside of knee, top of head down. Press the outer back foot down so your arch does not collapse. Crown towards the earth. Just one more breath here. Present. The inhalation, chest reaches forward, hands to earth. Come back to the ball of the left foot. Plant your left hand down. Right hand to your hip, opening up the heart space, twisting. Right arm up. Adjust as needed. Be kind and loving to yourself. There's a beautiful aspect of Lord Shiva, Shiva Shambhu, which is the compassionate one. So lots of compassion, self-compassion right now. One more breath. Lower the right hand down. Walk your hands to the left, feet parallel, legs straight, chest forward. Fold between the legs, exhale. Walk your hands between your legs again. And you can stay right here, or you can try different variations. Some of you may like to line up your hands with your feet now. So the heels of the hands line up with the heels of the feet. The elbows are right over the wrists. And then you separate your feet as wide as you need to get your head to come to the floor. This is the first step for tripod headstand. You can stay right here. Make sure there's space around your neck. And you can start to let your feet be so light that eventually your legs float up. Take your time. Unrushed. Present with whatever it is that you are experiencing at this moment. Last breath. If the legs are up, lower them down, take your time. Good. Inhale, chest can reach forward. Exhale to the front of the mat, readjust as needed, coming into lunge. Step into plank, breathe in. Both knees down, sit back, child's pose as you breathe out. Come on up onto your knees. Second round of Ustrasana, the camel pose. You can curl the toes if you like. Take your hands to the back of the pelvis, elbows into each other, chest lifting. The area of Anahata chakra is unrestricted. Vishuddha chakra as well. Agnya chakra. If you like to go deeper into the back bend, you can take your hands to your heels. Navel in. Making sure the breath is not disturbed by this. So find that smooth breathing. And after the last exhalation, return to be upright. Uncurl the toes, sit back onto your heels. Child's pose, Balasana. Inhale. Exhale. Come forward onto the hands and knees. Chest forward, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale. Exhale, all air out. Bend knees, look ahead. Step or hop into a flat back. We inhale. Fold over legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Arms reach forward, coming up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower the arms. So we're moving into a balancing pose. The dancer, so Shiva as the dancer, the cosmic dancer, Nataraj. So let's bend our right knee, bring the right foot close to the right hip, holding the foot behind. And you can stay right here, or you can go deeper into a back bend, holding the front of the ankle with the right hand. Navel in, left arm up by the head, point your finger and thumb lightly together. And then as you send your right foot back, the chest goes forward. Maintain that clear focus. The cosmic dancer, reminding us of the dance of life, the cycles of birth and death. The moon of Shiva also standing for those cycles. The waxing and the waning of the moon constantly happening each month a Shivaratri. One more breath. And very slowly draw the right knee up into the heart space. Lengthen through the low back, flex your right foot. And then lower the foot down. Re-anchor to prepare the other side. Shift the weight. Pick up your left foot. And from here, you can bring your foot behind, holding the foot with both hands, navel in. As you find stability here, then you add on, holding the front of ankle, right arm by head, Dhyana Mudra. Go ahead and send your foot back, mindful not to collapse the right hip. Maintain the right arm by your ear. Laser focused with softness, with kindness. One more breath. And then coming back up. Hold the knee high up into chest, lengthening the low back. We've just contracted, compressed those muscles. So now we lengthen, and then we can lower the foot down. Very nice. With the belly in, reach the arms forward and up. Forward and down. We exhale, bow. Halfway up, chest forward. Bend the knees to sit on the floor. And as we sit on earth, extend our legs forward, preparing for Paschimottanasana. So a little bend in the knees to begin. Arms can reach up. You can use a strap if you like. Hold the edges of your feet, outer edges. And if possible to extend the legs more, go ahead. Release unnecessary tension from the neck, from the face. Let go of the old patterns that are no longer serving you. And breathe in the opportunity to do things differently, with more clarity, with more awareness. Shiva is also representative of the one that destroys. So sometimes he's known as the destroyer that is bringing something to an end so that it can be rebuilt in a better way, in a more intelligent way, with more awareness, with more wisdom. One more breath here. Exhaling. Leave the torso upright. Point the toes. The big toes stay close to each other. We're coming down, chest forward. Inhale. Come on down. Exhale around the back. Maintain the inner spiral of your legs on your way down. And as the head comes to earth, hugging the knees. Relax your back. Feel the earth. Let it hold you. And then lower your feet down as wide as the mat. Reach the arms up to sky. Hold on to your elbows. Keep the elbows in line with the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, knees point right, elbows point left. Center, inhale. Exhale, knees left, elbows right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Pause here. Exhale, arms by the head. Relax your arms onto the floor. Relax your shoulders. Shoulder blades can go further down the back. And then draw your knees up into chest and extend your legs up for a moment. Let your legs be at ease. So there can be a soft bend in your knees, no problem. Notice your toes, your ankles. And in this shape with the legs up, bring awareness to the 5 elements in the body. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Stay aware. Soften into Shiva's consciousness, where everything comes from, to which everything returns to. One more breath here. Bending the knees, lower your right foot down, hug the left knee into the chest, and extend the right leg all the way down. Left arm reaches out, draw the knee across the body to the right, and gaze over the left shoulder. Left outer hip stays forward and down. Aware of the breath happening, the pulsation of life. The inhalation tends to be related to Shiva, moving upward towards the heavens, towards the great sky, unlimited. The exhalation, the downward flow of Shakti materializing consciousness into this world that we know, that we perceive as being real. Just one more breath. Bring this knee back up. Hug it in. Draw the right knee up. Lower your left foot down and extend the leg. Right arm reaches out. You draw the knee across. Right outer hip stays away from the armpit. So notice the interaction of these two forces as they play out in the body. Shiva and Shakti even in the breath, you can make that connection. Heaven and earth, the unmanifest and the material, the formless and that which can be perceived through the senses. Great marriage, Shiva and Shakti in the form of Parvati being celebrated tomorrow. As we finish the exhalation, we can bring the knee up, draw it in, Draw left knee up, lower right foot down. One more hip opener, crossing left ankle over right thigh. Interlacing hands behind that right leg, in front of the shin, as you wish. Long waist. Pelvis heavy, skull heavy. Bring awareness to the chakras, doorways to perceiving life. Awareness to the first chakra at the base of the spine. The second chakra at the pelvic floor. Third chakra, solar plexus. Fourth chakra at the heart space. Spiritual heart at the very center of the chest. The fifth at the throat. Sixth between the eyebrows. The seventh at the crown. May these 7 great centers of reception and release of energy be clear. Lower the right foot, lower the left foot. Cross right ankle over. Interlace hands behind the thigh, in front of shin. Stay aware of the central channel of energy that connects the 7 main chakras. And now we'll bring the awareness down from the crown, from the heavens, down to the earth, the bottom of the spine. So beginning at Sahasrara Chakra, crown, awareness to Agnya Chakra, third eye, Vishuddha Chakra, throat, Anahata Chakra, heart, Manipura Chakra, solar plexus, Svadhisthana Chakra, pelvis, Muladhara Chakra, tailbone. Lower the left foot down, right foot down, and then take your hands onto your knees, feet off the floor, but keep your knees forward of the chest, sort of above your hips, just for a moment, rocking a bit side to side with the knees together, neutralizing the sacral area. And if you like to finish the physical practice with happy baby, go ahead, happy baby, and then prepare for Savasana. So take your time and happy baby. Once again, remembering that beginning of life, cycle of birth and death. Reconnecting to the blessing that it is to be born, to have this experience and the opportunity to remember the great truth. Coming into Savasana when you're ready. Here in Savasana, the corpse pose, we allow ourselves to be completely still. We can soften any need to be in control. So allow the mind to be at ease. Nothing to do, nothing to resolve, nothing to figure out. Just soften into this experience that you're having right now in this human body. With purify, or more open to getting in touch with higher intelligence, the feeling of oneness, the great truth that we are all connected, part of the same perfect consciousness. That leads us to Ananda, to bliss, the fifth of the 5 layers in the Kosha system, Ananda Maya Kosha. Let yourself go. By softening, by releasing any attachments through trust, through surrender. Without needing to move, just be aware of your current state of being. Aware of Shiva's energy. Shiva as the ground of being, the one that permeates it all, that is formless, that is everywhere. And slowly begin to move, stretching out, maintaining clarity, centeredness. Take your time, Coming to seating. Find a comfortable position to stay for a little while, 5 minutes or so. Toning the lower abdominals, relax your shoulders, neck long. Aware of Sushumna Nadi. Energy coming through the crown, down towards the tailbone. And from the tailbone, up and out through the crown. Inhale, downward current. Exhale, upward current. Relax your hands. Jnana Mudra is a good option. Bring attention to the third eye. Soften. Let any doubt be transformed into curiosity. Breathing in light, clarity, awareness. Allow yourself to enter a state of stillness, merging with the energy of Shiva, the ground of being, where everything comes from, where everything goes back to. Even though we may notice thoughts popping up, sensations, hear sound, we stay connected to that underlying source that is unchanging, unaffected, that can never be harmed or destroyed, that is perfect, that is whole, that is the essence of everything, everyone. We'll close, chanting OM Namah Shivaya 3 times, joining the hands together at the heart space. We'll finish with a long Om as the vibration of the universe. Inhale. OM Namah Shivaya. OM Namah Shivaya. OM Namah Shivaya. Om. Namaste.